Okay, my student, here we are going to discuss the distinctive features of the class Ostacanthes. But my student, remember we are discussing the phylum Chordate. And this Ostacanthes, it is the second class which is found within the phylum Chordate. So we have already covered on the first class ambayo tunaita class Chondricanthes, but here we are going to look on the distinctive features of this organism which are found within the class Ostacanthes. So what are those now? Here we are saying that the following features differentiate members of the class Ostacanthes from other fishes. Kwa sasa kuna hizi features, hizi sifa ndizo ambazo zinatofautisha hawa organism ambao tunawaita bonefish au tunawaita Ostacanthes from the rest of the fish which are found within the phylum Chordate. So what are those features now? Here, the first feature, my student, we are saying that they are thin, round, and cycloid scales made up of bone on their skin, which are impermeable to water, hence reducing water loss in the marine environment and restrict entry of the water in the fresh water. So how organism, they have various of the scales. They have different kinds of scales within their body. Since they are many, kwa wanakuwa na different kind of scale, yale magamba ambayo yanafunika mwili wao. So others they possess a thin scale, others they possess a round, and also others they have a cycloid scale. But all of the scales are being made by a bone. So also we can say that that skin, it is impermeable to water, meaning that water cannot enter within their body is due to the presence of the scale which this organism they possess. And also tunasema kwamba due to that now it reduces the water loss in the marine environment. Kwa akiwa kwenye yale maji chumvi hawezi wakapoteza maji mengi within their body is due to the presence of the scale that they have within their body. So hiyo ndiyo distinctive features of this organism. Remember, when we are discussing on the class Chondricanthes, we have seen that class Chondricanthes, they only have one kind of scale, and that is pectoral scale. Ile pectoral scale ndiyo ambayo inawasaidia wale organism for preventing water loss and so on. But this organism, they have a lot of the scale, depending to one species and the another species. And apart from that, this organism, they have another distinctive feature, and that is they are bone fish, as they have a bony skeleton. So tumesema how organism ni bone fish kwa sababu they have bone skeleton. So within their body, within their skeleton, or their skeleton in general, it is made up by a bone, and that is distinctive features. And another feature here, we are saying that they have a paired pectoral and pelvic fin supported by bone rays for swimming. So hawa pia organism wanaopatikana ndani ya hii phylum, tunasema nao pia they have a pectoral and pelvic fin. Hizi fins zote zinazopatikana ndani ya hawa organism zinawasaidia hawa organism for swimming within the water. So next slide we will going to see the structure of this organism, mainly Ostacanthes. So you will know what are the pelvic fin, what are the pectoral fin. And another characteristics that this organism they possess, and this is they have homozygote, that is symmetrical tail fin. They have a homozygote. Now you can differentiate between the class Chondricanthes together with the class Ostacanthes. Kwa sababu kwenye Chondricanthes, we are saying that this Chondricanthes, they possess heterozygote tail. But this organism that is that is Ostacanthes, that is bonefish, they only have homozygote, meaning that zile fins ambazo zinapatikana within their body, they are same. The word homo meaning that the same. So zile fins zote, either pectoral fin, either pelvic fin, zote zinakuwa same. Lakini wale ambao tuliwaona kwenye hile class Ostacanthes, they are heterozygote tail. They possess a heterosexual tail. And another one, we can say that they have 4 pairs of vesicular cleft as separate gills open covered by the opercula. So how pia organism they possess a vesicular cleft. Hii vesicular cleft, we can say that it is a slit-like structure. So vile vitundu tunasema kwamba vimefunikwa na structure ambayo inaitwa operculum. And this operculum, it is a distinctive feature which is found only in this class Ostacanthes. And another feature here, we are saying that they produce egg and undergo external fertilization. So now you can see how organism wana undergo external fertilization. Kwa maana kwamba hile fusion between the sperm and the egg, it is occurring on the outside environment. It is quite different from the chondrocanthes, where now fertilization it is occurring inside the organism. But this organism, they only undergo external fertilization. And also, we can say that they have a swim bladder, which is the abdominal cavity next to the backbone. This helps them to rise and sink or buoyancy in water at a particular depth without using much energy. Kwa how organism tumesema wana ile swim bladder. They possess a swim bladder. A swim bladder ndiyo ambayo inawasaidia hao organism kuweza kuelea ndani ya maji. So wanaweza wakaingia wakatoka is due to the presence of this swim bladder. So swim bladder, it aid the buoyancy to these fish which are called chondrocanthes. And a good example, we have a tilapia, tuna, and so on. The last characteristics or the last distinctive feature here, my student, we can say that they have a terminal mouth. So this organism, they have a terminal mouth. We're going to see their terminal mouth in the structure of the Ostacanthes. So my student, we have finished to look on the characteristics of the Ostacanthes. So my student, I would like to take you through another thing, and this is the structure of a tilapia as usual. So we are taking one organism so that it can represent all of the organisms that is found within the class Ostacanthes. And here we are going to see the tilapia. I hope you are familiar with it because you have already learned it on all level. Kwa ulivyokuwa unafanya practical session, tulikuwa tunaletewa hizi tilapia fish. So I hope you are familiar. So we are going to read the structure of this organism. So we are saying that the body is lateral, flattened and tapered at both ends. So, and also has a stemlined or streamlined shape to overcome water resistance during swim. So, kwenye structure yetu tunasema kwamba they are laterally flattened and tapered at both ends. So, ukiangalia kwenye one end and another end, they are tapering end. You're going to see in the structure, so you'll understand. And also we have said that they are streamlined shape to overcome water resistance during swim. So due to their shape ndio ambayo inawasaidia wao kuweza kuswim very easily within the water. And also we can say that its body surface is covered by cycloid scale, which pointing backward in order to reduce the resistance during swimming. Kwa ukiangalia pia yale magamba ambao wanakuwa nayo hawa tilapia, tunasema kwamba yanakuwa yamejifunika kwenda nyuma. Ile inawasaidia wao waweze kuswim very easily within the water. So, and also we can say that the fish has a lateral line that runs along the side of its body. So also this organism, they have a streamlined line. Hile line ndio ambayo inawasaidia hawa to detect any kind of current water and so on, any waves that is found within the water. So the lateral line is a series of the sensory organ called neuromasts. So that helps the fish to sense the vibration and the water pressure for navigating and locating the prey. So we're going to see this feature, this structure on the figure 3.61. Hapa tunamaanisha nini? Hii lateral line, ule mstari wa katikati kwenye samaki, tunasema huyu samaki, ule mstari unamsaidia huyu samaki ili kusense different kinds of vibration or either kuna prey somewhere anataka kwenda kumpata kwa ajili ya chakula. So ile streamlined line ndio ambayo inamsaidia to detect all of the prey and the food so that this organism can take it in. So this figure is expressing the structure of the tilapia fish. As you can see here we have the structure of tilapia. So now in the structure of tilapia, as usual, tumesema hawa tilapia they have homosexual tail. So now unaweza ukaangalia hii tail hapa zote zinakuwa na shape sawa, ndio maana tunaita homosexual tail. So now they have this pelvic fin, they have the anal fin, the same as in the shark. And also they have the lateral line. We have already discussed about the function of the lateral line. And make sure that you know the function of lateral line, because you can be asked even in the practical session. Anaweza kukwambia explain at least 3 functions of the lateral line. We have already discussed it on the last slide, so you can recall. And also we have this caudal fin that help them to swim. And also they have the dorsal fin. They have an eye for detecting the presence of light. And also they have a mouth that is located transversely. So now you can see this mouth part, it is located transversely. So hapa inavyoonekana huu mdomo wao tunasema kwamba umebi located at a transverse region. And also they have the operculum. Now you can see this one is the operculum. Operculum ndiyo ile cover ambayo inafunika ile gills. Kwa hiyo sasa hao organism wana hiyo operculum. Hiyo operculum ndio ambayo inasaidia kufunika zile gills. And also they have a pectoral fin, this one that help for swimming purpose. Kwa hiyo sasa hiyo ndio structure ya hao organism wanaopatikana ndani ya Osteichthyes. So most of them they have such kind of structure. So my students, after we have seen now the structure, and this marks the end of our today's session. So thank you for following us, Educare TZ, and bye bye. Have a nice moment.